दिस ओवरवेलमिंग रिस्पांस मतलब हमने सोचा भी नहीं था। ये तो कॉलेज तो नाम दिया है लाइव पॉडकास्ट। अब ये क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं पॉडकास्ट है क्या। पॉडकास्ट हम आधे लोगों को पता है, आजकल बेसिकली यूट्यूब टर्म है। जो हम 1-to-1 इंटरेक्शन या इंटरव्यू होते हैं उसका नाम पॉडकास्ट दिया गया है, तो हमने सोचा इसको भी हम पॉडकास्ट बोलते हैं। एक्चुअली इट्स जस्ट ए इनफॉर्मल टॉक स्टोरी टेलिंग। मैं होस्ट हूँ, आई एम तापस बोस। तो मेरा जॉब आसान है, मैं क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा और कर्नल साहब जो है अपने एक्सपीरियंस से उसके स्टोरीज के थ्रू हम सबसे शेयर करेंगे। तो पॉडकास्ट का हिस्ट्री ये है कि आईपॉड और ब्रॉडकास्ट ये दोनों वर्ड को मिला के समवेयर इन 2004 ये वर्ड कॉइन हुआ था पॉडकास्ट, और तब से ये चले आ रहा है। बांग्लादेश लिबरेशन वॉर हुआ था। ही वॉज ए यंग ऑफिसर, आई थिंक आई वॉज इन क्लास 4th और 5th, और हम कलकत्ता में ही थे। और बचपन के याद आ रहा है कि शाम होते ही जो है उसको हम ब्लैकआउट कहते थे, तो उतना ही मेमोरी हमारा है। एंड दैट टाइम कर्नल साहब एज ए यंग ऑफिसर ही वाज लीडिंग ट्रूप्स इन बांग्लादेश लिबरेशन वॉर। एंड खाली वो स्टोरी नहीं है। इन दिस डिसम्बर 24 ऑन 16 दिसंबर he was part of an Indian delegation who attended Dhaka Vijay Diwas and he was honored there। तो वो 71 का वार और अभी विजय दिवस, इन दोनों को कड़ी को जोड़ के हम आज का स्टोरी टेलिंग करना चाहते हैं। अब ये मैं बीच में कहाँ से आ गया, मैं बीच में यूं आया, ये सर को भी पता नहीं। मेरा दादू जो दादाजी बोलते हैं, ही वॉज मेजर इन ब्रिटिश इंडियन आर्मी, मे बी ही सर्व्ड इन लेट 20s, हमें स्टोरी पता भी नहीं है। My father served as a short service commission in Second World War. Colonel Pravas Bose has retired just 8 years ago as a colonel. But मैं उससे दूर मेरा बंदूक से मेरा कोई लेना देना नहीं है। But I have served डिफेंस PSU, डिफेंस नवरत्न PSU भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स लिमिटेड, जिनका मिशन ही है empowering the nation's defense forces through electronic solutions. So I had the opportunity of interacting with many Army and Air Force officers with our products, radars, and I've been always fascinated by them. So with this background, we're coming to today's storytelling. जो मियाजी in Dhaka on 16 December 1971, जिसके context में ये है। Another very important context is कल हमारा Republic Day है, तो this couldn't have been a better day of this storytelling. We saw you very excited somewhere around June, July last year that you have been selected as a panel for inviting Vijay Diwas in Dhaka. So what it is about?
Tapas, to be very frank, I was really excited to get a call from the Army headquarters sometime in mid-July that I have been selected as a member of Indian delegation which will be joining the Vijay Diwas to be held in Dhaka from 16 December to 19 December. I was more excited because I was born in East Pakistan.
Oh, great.
And as far as Vijay Diwas is concerned, it is called Vijay Diwas because Indian Army, Eastern Command of the Indian Army, comprehensively defeated all the Pakistani troops in East Pakistan, and they surrendered on 14th and 15th. They actually surrendered their arms on 14th and 15th. On 16th, in Dhaka, General Niaji, Lieutenant General Niaji, signed the instrument of surrender in front of General Jagjit Singh Arora, GOCNC, Eastern Command.
This
You
picture,
can see the
this picture,
iconic picture in it.
You mentioned about Mukti Bahini. So how was it formed and what was this?
Mukti Bahinis
Sir Mike.
are those, see, after a army crackdown in East Pakistan and Bangladesh, almost 1 crore Bangladeshis came to India and took refuge. So able-bodied personnel from those refugees were chosen and trained by Indian Army to fight against them subsequently, and also carry out subversive activities inside Bangladesh. Some of them, after training, went to their villages to carry out guerrilla warfare.
Okay, sir. Two things. That means India government that time, under our leadership of Madam Indira Gandhi, took a conscious decision to support this movement. And secondly, why did the Pak army had a crackdown on their own people?
There are two facets of this crackdown. Firstly, as you know, in December 1970, general election was held in Pakistan after prolonged military rule. And in that election, Sheikh Mujib's party of Awami League, which was the only party in East Pakistan that time, they won absolute majority. In fact, their number of elected MPs were much more than the combined strength of the other parties, like Pakistan's People's Party, Jamaat-e-Islami, etc.
That means, just interrupt, that means theoretically Sheikh Mujibur could have been the Prime Minister of Pakistan.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And military rulers in East Pakistan, they refused to hand over the charge. But they found an excuse. That time what was happening, you know, those after partition in 1947, people from India, Bihari Muslims from Bihar and UP went to East Pakistan and settled there. They, all the time, they were against Sheikh Hasina, and also they were pro-Pakistani and anti-India. So seeing them anti-India, the Bangladeshi youths who are, you can say, Mukti Bahini, they started attacking them. This was spread all over Bangladesh. Seeing this, this was an excuse for army to crack down on the local population, Bengali-speaking populations of Bangladesh.
Okay. So basically there are two kinds of people, the Bengali speaking and the Urdu speaking, so there was already a division in there. Okay sir, coming back to the current topic of Vijay Diwas. तो हमने तो आपको 11-12 दिसंबर को भी देखा हुआ इधर निर्मय में वर्क करते हुए, एंड देन सडनली जब हमने विजय दिवस को अपने आपको व्हाट्सएप किया, यू सेड दैट यू आर इन ढाका. तो व्हाट हैपेंड इन दोस 3-4 days?
In fact, on 11th December night, I was surprised to get a call from the army headquarters. Normally, army headquarters functions up to 5 p.m. That day at around 7:30, I got a call. He says, Colonel Saha, yes. He says, you have been selected to go to these things, Bangladesh, for which you have agreed to go with your wife. I says, yes. Do you still agree? Okay. I says, yes, definitely. But it was so short a notice. Today is 11th December. He says, yes, it has happened because foreign secretary from our country went to Bangladesh. They had talks and it was decided that Vijay Diwas Victory Day will be celebrated as earlier with some changes. So because of that, we are now calling all the people who are settled in Delhi and nearby places, NCR, and also nearby cities whom we can call, who have already been shortlisted earlier. So that's why I got a call and I agreed. And later on I got a call from them telling that I have to surrender, give my passport to them tomorrow or day after by 12th or 13th, and 14th or 15th there will be a coordination meeting of all those who are attending with the delegation's leader, and be prepared to go to Dhaka on 15th December. 11th night I got the call and 15th I'll have to go to Dhaka. That is what they said after a coordination meeting in army headquarters, or the place will be informed to me later.
So actually, as common man has no thing about a political division. But can you make a comment? जो मीडिया में जो दिखता है वो एक्चुअली होता नहीं है, और जो होता है वो दिखता नहीं है. Is it that?
Yeah, the media always blows a small incident out of proportions. Okay. Because of that. So that's why I was not scared to go at all. I was very happy, in fact.
I mean, we can say that very unfortunate.
You don't believe. After getting that call, I came to the billiard room and informed everyone.
It's very shocking. हमने न्यूज में देखा कि कलकत्ता में विजय दिवस has been celebrated, but they never mentioned कि it has been celebrated in Dhaka also. It's very unfortunate. There have been bad things happening there, that's true, but it doesn't mean that everything is so bad about it.
In fact, about the normalcy or the situations not out of control, my nephew Kamal, he told me, "Ye Mama, there has been Durga Puja celebrations as usual, with usual pomp and show, against whatever is being reported." In fact, in our puja pandal, the Muslim MPs also used to come, government officials used to come.
Okay.
There has been no problems at all.
Great. So there might be some sporadic incidents. Of,
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So you got ready and everything happened in the 3-4 days, and you reached Dhaka on 15th December. So, so tell us about.
Prior to that,
Okay.
there was a coordination meeting.
Okay.
It was in the Manekshaw Center. Manekshaw Center, many of you will be knowing, it is at Gurgaon. It's a very beautiful club. And we were called on 15th, we have to go. On 14th December, there all the people, all the veterans were going. 8 of them are selected. So with our spouses. So about 16 of them, one of them didn't bring his spouse. And the 2 serving officers, one is a Brigadier P.P. Singh, and to assist him was another young officer, one Captain Sunita, lady officers were there. So we are briefed by the Army headquarters people, what is we will be expecting. This says we'll have to fly. We have done the visa arrangement already, handed over everybody, handed over their passports there. So visa has already been granted. So you have to assemble on 15th in Grenadiers Mess. Grenadiers is a battalion who is there at Shankar Vihar, close to the airport only. So you'll have to come at 7 o'clock after breakfast in the mess. You have to proceed to these things. All arrangements have been done. You'll have no problems. You have tickets, no problems. You have to be, you will be taken to the airport, and from there you have to proceed to Dhaka. And you won't believe, when we reached there, people were there to receive us. The moment we got down from the aircraft, we were taken to a hall where our good snacks and tea, coffee were arranged.
Maaj bhaja? Maaj bhaja?
Not that time. In fact, we are told to just relax, enjoy our tea and snacks, and identify your luggage. One by one, please come and tell us which one is your luggage. The luggage was stacked and it was taken straight to the hotel. We, after having the tea and coffee there, proceeded to the hotel. Hotel was Hotel Radisson, 5-star hotel. It is near Dhaka cantonment. Even at when we received there, we were surprised the way even the hotel management treated us. They are not only normally usually welcome drink everybody serves. They had so elaborate arrangements with the flowers and all. So we felt very happy. They said, "Sir, relax and have your lunch, then go to your room. Your luggage will be reaching your allotted rooms." So we enjoyed the lunch with the normal 5-star style, along with special Bengali dishes.
Yeah, of course, yes. So that many of us will not understand the varieties of fish preparations, and but evening you had something with ex-servicemen.
After some time, we were told that we have to be ready by 6:30, 7 o'clock. We have to go for a reception. Though program starts from 16, Bangladesh Army veterans who are retired, they will be hosting a party for us in their club. So after getting ready in the evening, we went there, and there also we got a tremendous welcome because they are also veteran. And it so happened, while talking to, they are surprised that I am speaking in Bengali. They says, "How come you are speaking Bengali?" I says, "I was born here." So they took very much interest in me, and one of them came forward. Yes, sir, I was in Chakudiakam. I said, Chakudiakam is the place where I trained the Mukti Bahini.
Mentioning to me personally, and you are mentioning here also, one thing is that arrangements were great and you were treated very well. लेकिन आपने बोला कि वो लग रहा था दिल से वो आप लोगों को. I mean, it was not a
no, it was not an artificial.
It was not an
the
artificial.
way they are showing. You won't believe, while we were sitting there, then one of the officers came and spoke to me. Dada Cholun, Ramna Pukure Ashi. I says, "What is Ramna?" Then I realized he's talking about some whiskey there. He forced me to go there and take a whiskey.
The typical army evening, I mean, and for others also, many of us. Okay. So sir, next day was the actual Vijay Diwas, the 16th. So what are the celebrations and what all
Actually,
happened?
on Vijay Diwas first day, grand parade is held, like our 26th January tomorrow's.
And that's the earlier thing which you are saying, the normal,
earlier.
normal trend.
So,
okay.
this time, because of short notice, because they decided also, they did not practice for the
Parade or anything.
For parade, month-long practice keeps going on. So they have omitted the parade part and only held reception in Bongo Bhavan, which is the president's house. In Bongo Bhavan, huge lawn like our Rashtrapati Bhavan. So their big arrangement was made for hosting not only us, for the whole country. So when we reached there, we found there's a special enclosure for us where prominently written Indian 1971 war veterans.
Oh, great.
So
Okay.
we are seated in that location.
Enclosure, in that
After
special
in that enclosure, we
enclosure.
saw many diplomats are there for diplomats enclosures, students, college students, school boys in their uniforms, they are there. Then many invited guests from the other civilians, they are also there. A huge gathering for about 1,000 people in that big lawn.
And there's any cultural program, any songs, patriotic songs
so
or
after,
anything?
Initially, when the president came, he went around, and when he came in front of our enclosures, he in fact stopped for a while, seeing our name. He bowed his head, smiled, and then we passed. When he went by other usual Bengali songs, dances, and everything, that went on for quite some time before we headed for our tea and snacks again.
Okay. Okay. Well, I just want you that the president of Bangladesh is not Muhammad Yunus.
President's name is Muhammad Shahabuddin. He is not Muhammad. Yunus is the chief advisor.
I mean, he has no, such a bureaucratic post or anything. He's just a caretaker leader of the government
not
now.
like a prime minister. A Nobel laureate. He was called from America. He was settled in New York or some place in US. He was called and he took over as the chief advisor of the Bangladesh government, formed by BNP and
Jamaat. So actually, whole delegation of the Bengali. So you got some special treatment throughout your trip.
Yeah, in fact, the moment they came to know that I am
Bengali
speaking and old resident of East Pakistan.
Yes.
In fact, I did. In fact, the moment anybody came to know that I was born there. In fact, I was not only born there. I did my schooling and then got admission in a college, very reputed college, Jagannath College, and then before finally migrating to India to pursue my higher education.
Okay. You was in East Pakistan. Your schooling was there, and you got admitted to a college. So, can you enlighten on why did you migrate to India?
In fact, that is an unfortunate thing that my father expired at a very young age when I was just 48. And when he expired, I was just 13 years old. And I had 4 siblings, aged 13, then 8. No, I was 13. My siblings were 10, 7, 4, and 2.
Okay.
So my mother found it difficult to manage. She was basically a housewife only. We had plenty of agriculture properties and other business, but after my father's death, business definitely went into the haywire. This thing, she could matriculation with first divisions with the 3 letters. Those days, first division was a great thing. 3 letters mean in 3 subjects I got more than 80% marks. So my one cousin, who was the headmaster of the school, he says, for you, education, higher education should not be a problem. I'll take you to the Jagannath College, speak to the principal. When I went to the principal there, principal says, you'll get a scholarship, we will not charge any tuition fee or fees from you. Only thing you'll have to bear your hostel expenses, which will be borne by your, these things, scholarships only.
Okay. We'll come to this story later on because let us first finish the Vijay Diwas part. So, sir, 16th ko ho gaya Vijay Diwas. So, you came back on 17th?
No, they had many other programs.
Oh, great. Okay. So, it was a long trip. Okay.
On 17th morning, they says we are taking you to their army museum, military museum they call it.
Okay.
When we went to the military museum, I was really amazed to see it. We in India also don't have a museum like this. They have showcased all their army, navy, and air force equipments, including a submarine there. And submarine, small submarine. In fact, in case you sit there, you get a feeling.
Okay,
How do you
okay.
have this? I saw in that hall, which is a 3-story building, in one of the walls, it was written, Butcher of Bangladesh, General
Tikka
Tikka Khan.
Yeah,
And
Tikka
with
Khan,
so
okay.
many dead bodies around, so many photographs of the dead bodies. It was really horrific to see that. In any case, that was there. Then this photograph, iconic photograph, that was also there. And it is written, with the help of Indian Army, we got the liberation on 16th December.
It's still written,
And
sir?
only thing
Okay.
in that difference in that pictures, in these pictures only our army officers are being shown. In that picture, they have their army officers also on the sides and at the back. So this was the only difference. To some extent, it is their
That's-
grudge also.
that's fair, yes,
Informally,
yeah.
when I spoke to them, they said, in your country, you do not show our army officers behind.
That's fair enough. Okay, sir. Okay. So, okay. Then you moved to some other place after that museum visit.
After museum visit was over, we came back to the hotel, and after lunch, we were told to get ready with a small suitcase, leaving the other suitcase behind, and come to the airport. So we are being taken to Cox's Bazar. Cox's Bazar is a what should I say, seaside town.
Something like
of
Goa?
Bangladesh.
Something like Goa?
In
Okay.
fact, Goa is spread and a little haphazard.
Okay.
It is a very well this thing.
Well organized.
Well organized
Okay.
town. It has the longest sea
Coastline?
beach, this is the
Okay.
coastline. It is
Coastline,
about
okay.
160 kilometers long. So it was really beautiful. And the sand over there is with the water, very, it's not difficult to walk over it. And we were taken there. So immediately after reaching the hotel, we were taken to the beach. They have organized many games in the beach.
Okay,
It was
okay.
meant specially for us, and it is next to a naval establishment. So they had their arrangements, a nice stage with the
Okay.
jhulas,
Okay,
then
okay.
beach games, volleyball, then shooting the
You said
balloons for the
something
ladies.
like beach ludo or something?
Then there was a beach ludo was also there.
Okay.
Then in fact, most of the ladies, they were filmy songs were going on. They started dancing, seeing the beach.
Both Bengali and Hindi also?
Both Bengali and Hindi songs,
Oh,
especially
geez.
Bengali song. Akla Cholra Re, Akla Cholra.
So see, both the Bengals are actually same.
In fact, Sudarshana also took part.
Oh, well, I was coming to that. Oh, so how was the evening? There was some cultural activity in the evening.
After the beach supper, we were brought back to the hotel again, and we were given invitation from the local army commander, who is a divisional commander, Major General. He has hosted a reception for us. So in that reception, as usual, the moment he came to know I am from
That you are a Bengali.
I am a Bengali, and from originally is from East Pakistan only. So he came and spoke to me at length. Then he says, "Dada, apni ki aka eschen?" I said, "No, my wife is with her. Where is she?" I pointed towards Sudakshana.
You can tell in Bengali, I'll translate, no problem, because that will
So
sound natural. Okay.
So what he did, he went to Sudakshina and spoke to her in Bengali. যে বৌদি আপনি বাংলা ভালো বলতে পারেন তো? বলবে যে আমি বাঙালি, আমি তো বাংলা ভালো বলতে পারি।
Just pause. I mean, he asked that, ma'am, can you speak in Bengali? She said, yes, I am a Bengali, so no issues. Yeah, please.
Then he says, can you sing a songs are going on, songs and dances are going on. Can you sing a Rabindra Sangeet for us? Then Sudakshina looked at me, I nodded, I says yes.
Sir,
So
she
the moment-
takes your permission like that, I mean.
In fact, General himself went behind the stage and told them, please make this announcement. Ex Army veterans, 71 war veteran's wife would be singing a Bengali song. And there was a big clap on hearing that. Then Sudarshan went on the stage and sang that Bengali song.
I think we can clap for Sudarshan about it. And it's a great gesture. Okay, sir. Questions are delete हो गया. Please. So in filmy style थोड़ा flashback mode में जाएंगे. So Vijay Diwas celebration is over. So I would like to go back to your earlier days. So sir, you came to Kolkata for higher studies from migrating from Pakistan. So was it very simple to come to Kolkata legally?
No, not at all. In fact, after coming to know that I have passed in first division with 3 letters, my Mamaji, who is settled in Calcutta long time back and has a very good, well-established business, he wrote me a postcard in Bengali telling that I'm very happy that you have done well in the exams and took admission in Jagannath College. But in case you study there, you'll have to do engineering or medical or whatever from there only, and you will have to take up a job there. Rather, you come to Kolkata, I'll bear all your expenses. And Didi, that is my mother, will have no problem in managing with the raising of the children, my siblings there. So that postcard, which was probably 1 anna or 5 paisa, that really changed my these things. After getting his letters, I discussed with my mother and also well-wishers, both Hindus and Muslims, and also my friends. My one friend, Muhammad Halim, he was in fact helping me. I am a rural born boy. He was from an urban background, and he knew, and he was also senior to me by 3-4 years. He told me, Jimani, you better go. I'll help you how to go there. I said, what is to be done? He said, you have to take a migration certificate. I said, how to go? He says, you have to go to the Indian Deputy High Commissioner. So that time it was East Pakistan, so they were only Deputy High Commissioner. So through the Deputy High Commissioner office, I finally managed to get a migration certificate. Okay. Of course, there is a long story.
Yeah, it was a long story. Okay, we can skip that. I know that story, but I think we had some other things to
And
do.
after getting the migration certificate, after 1 or 2 days, he arranged for a ticket and made me sit in the Shielda bound train from.
So there was a direct train that time.
From
Okay.
that time, after crossing.
Shielda to, I mean,
Shielda.
that place.
Dhaka to Shielda.
Dhaka to Shielda. Okay, fine. I just want to ask you one, because you told me that total story, थोड़ा interesting part जो इसमें था. आप ट्रेन में तो चढ़ गए एक झोला लेके जो भी है, but it seems you did not inform your mama and you did not know where he stays. You just knew that.
No, I had the address all right.
No, अगर बताएंगे.
So in any case, when I reached Shielda, prior to Shielda also there were many stories.
Okay.
There were customs story.
Immigration
Custom
and
officer
custom.
from East Pakistan told me, where are you going? I said, I'm going to Calcutta. He said, why are you going? I said, I'm permanently migrating. Have you got your income tax clearance? I said, he said, then you better get down. Better get down. You have to go back to Dhaka again. In any case, cutting that story short,
You had to pay something. I mean, that's what
then now, of course,
yeah.
whatever money I had, around 700 rupees. 700 rupees was a big amount that time. He took 500 from there.
Right.
And I left. I told him also, this money is for my college admissions and these things.
So corruption was there, is there, will be there. So don't have to worry about it. So
I reached Shielda. Then the hand-drawn rickshaw, which I saw for the first time,
okay.
I went to that address because it was in a prominent Mahatma Gandhi Road near College Street.
Dalhousie,
No, Mahatma Gandhi Road,
Mahatma
College Street,
Gandhi
which
Road.
connects Howrah and Shielda.
Okay.
So I went there and I was really taken aback seeing the shutter was down. So that day, either it was a Sunday or it was 15th August. Because I landed, no, it was 14th August, I remember.
14th August, okay.
But due to some reason, maybe it was a Sunday, that shutter was closed. I didn't know what to do. I was really scared. Then fortunately,
इनके पास मामा जी का एड्रेस भी नहीं था, मतलब कहने का मतलब ये है.
So I went to a nearby shop. Fortunately, that gentleman has come, despite the holiday. He's a publisher. he told me, he was really taken aback. He says, you have come from Dhaka all the way. Who is there with you? I says, nobody, I've come alone. I said, why? I said, Mama wrote to me to come. He said, okay, I know his house. This is how you should go. Go back to Sealdah station. And he told me the direction. Catch so-and-so train, get down, then go to this address.
ठीक है sir, we just wanted to know that part of the story. Did you civil engineering from B college and all that thing?
Yeah, I got admission in a university science class, and then through competitive exam went to the
B college. B college, most of us know that was the premier engineering college those days. Roorkee and B college were the top two institutes of the country that time, and civil was the top branch that time, like the craze of computer science present day. So sir got admitted in B college, civil, did that.
Then after 1 year, I got the call for going to IME.
That's the normal procedure.
That is the normal procedure.
Okay.
And in any case, after the training, I went for my young officers course in College of Military Engineering. After finishing the young officers course, I was posted to 102 Engineer Regiment. I did not know.
Okay.
So that's why I was briefed. It was at Ramgarh cantonment under 9 Infantry Division, so you'll have to go to Ramgarh. By the time I still had some time with me. By the time I mean, this discussion was going on, where should which place I should buy the ticket on. Came to know the regiment has already moved from there, because
so situation was already, this was 71.
It was 1971.
Okay, so it was already,
Yeah,
the situation
it was
was that.
already
Okay.
there. So I bought a ticket.
Okay.
I received there in Barrackpur. I saw the people are already in combat.
Combat
I was
mode.
received by one officer and then taken to the regiment. Regimental CO, Colonel Gusain, Lieutenant Colonel M.S. Gusain, who became Lieutenant General later. He interviewed me. While interviewing me, is Pakistan.
Okay.
He says, you are a Bengali. I thought you are a Garhwali like me.
Okay.
Because you are Shah.
Okay,
And
so
I was a Gusain.
Shah maybe.
In any case.
Okay.
Then he says, it's good that you are a Bengali, because I am posting to a place where you will find many of your countrymen.
Okay.
I says, how come, sir? He says, we are going to a Mukti Bahini training camp. That is at Chakulia. So Chakulia, he says, you will come to know from the others. Where is Chakulia? Chakulia is near Jamshedpur, near a town called Jhargram. It is a World War II vintage airfield where Bangladeshi youths were being brought and being trained by us.
Okay. So that's how you got connected to Mukti Bahini training. So that was the beginning of your journey towards Bangladesh. So how and when did you join the war?
After Mukti Bahini has been trained,
So that must have been around
no,
June,
so
July,
in the month of November, the training was over. It continued for 4-5 months.
Okay.
After training is over, I went back to the regiment. Regiment has already moved, as I told.
Okay.
Our KLP, Key Location Plan, it is called. That was the permanent location in peacetime. That was for the 9 Infantry Division, it was Ramgarh and Ranchi. Our regiment was based in Ramgarh. Whole division was at Ranchi. So, they have already moved to Kanchrapara, Barrackpur, wherever they have found places, and they are getting ready for the final these things.
Moment.
These things.
Okay. Waiting for the orders.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So, is Pakistan. So we had a mission.
At around 3rd or 4th December, Pakistan Army launched a preemptive strike on 3-4 airfields of ours. Bagrogra, Panagar,
Agra,
like this.
maybe Agra also.
Maybe in this sector, in that sector I'm talking about, the eastern side, whatever.
Okay.
And that we took, we found an excuse, or the India found an excuse as an...
To move in.
To move it. So we are given the marching order, we move. So our regiment also, as a part of the division, started moving.
So your mission was to go to...
Yeah, our division task was to advance to Jasor, capture Jasor.
Okay.
Then after fall of Jasor, proceed to Khulna and capture Khulna. That was the
mission
task
of your
for our division. There are
Okay.
so many divisions operating.
So you are attached to infantry battalion 7 Punjab.
Engineer regiment gives direct support to the division. engineer regiment allots the field companies to the brigades, who become the advisor to the brigade commander as a major. And I was placed under command of one infantry battalion, 7 Punjab.
7 Punjab.
So, which was the make battalion. So I was moving with them.
Okay.
But before I was placed under command, we had to cross a river, which was a big obstacle, River Kabadak. It is also interesting story. The river Kabadak river to cross, that there are many crossing places which was selected by us by carrying out recce with the help of Mukti Vine and others. Then finally one place was selected, which it was easier to advance towards Jasur. So similar site was selected. In any case, overnight bridge was constructed. That was the first operational Krupman bridge. I think this equipment is from Germany, or I don't remember, but that is the first operational Krupman bridge. It's 100 meters long. In 4-5 hours time.
The width will be about 100.
About 100 meters. It's a big river.
Big river.
It's a big obstacle. So we all crossed. Our tanks crossed.
Your
our
tanks also
our
can cross
tanks also
over
crossed.
that
Yes.
bridge. I mean, okay.
Cross. And I had to marry up. CO gave me the order. In fact, my company commander gave me the Major P3, later Major General. He gave me this. You'll have to go and marry up. He called the word marry up.
Marry up.
Marry up.
Oh my
God.
God.
Marry up with the 7 Punjab
Okay.
infantry make battalion.
Okay.
So, but his CO is Lieutenant Colonel Sandhu. He's a very dear friend of mine, and he'll treat you. You are placed under his command. From now on, you are his baby, not mine. So whatever he says, you'll have to do.
Yeah, what's
I
the
was
question?
like,
Okay. So, any special incident you want to mention while giving support to
Yes.
7 Punjab? There are many, but
Yeah.
if you want to mention.
7 Punjab was tasked to carry out outflanking move, not through the main axis, that is from the right. We have to right
थोड़ा सा
hook
explain
and
करना
one-
पड़ेगा because we won't understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
The right hook means that was not the main axis. So from the sides you go and attack the enemy.
Okay.
So 7 Punjab was tasked because it's a main battalion.
Okay.
To some extent they are protected. Those vehicles are these things bulletproof. So while moving, they will not get killed.
Okay.
Only while they get down and
Only
the
while they
actual
get
operation
down,
that
okay.
time. So while we were 2 kilometers short, of course artillery shells were from our side also was falling on that side. Their artillery shells also. Ours is much more intense there. As we could make out from the sounds. Whole night it has been going on. So we're about 2-3 kilometers short when I heard a huge bang.
Okay.
So that was explosions. Then I went to Colonel Sandhu and he told me, Shah, that is probably the bridge, which I thought it will not be blown up, but it has been.
They have blown up the bridge.
They have blown up the bridge.
Okay.
So you have to make arrangement for constructing a bridge, improvise or with the equipment. You are having the equipment. I said, I don't have, but company commander has at his command. He will be sending it. I spoke to my company commander. He told me, okay, so I will be sending you. How much will do it? He said, sir, I have to carry out recce, and then I sent few parties here and there. In fact, one, what should I say? One Sardarji who is a sapper. Sapper is like a Jawan of a infantry battalion. He is a sapper. He said, sir, you are very young. आपको पता नहीं है वहाँ तो गोली आ रहा है पड़ा जाएगी उधर जाने से हम तो इसीलिए तो इधर आए हैं. In any case, I sent 5-6 teams along with the Vijay boys to carry out the recce and see which is the most suitable bridge site.
Okay.
So, in any case, after some time we found their intensity of fire is being reduced because a battalion commander has called for RT fire so that they can neutralize their defenses. So gradually their fire died down.
Maybe the supplies were not coming from.
No, in fact, since their supply is not coming because they don't have any supply, no supply line. Their supply line is so. After firing, when their stock was exhausted, they retreated fully.
Okay.
But in the meantime, damage was done. Out of these 4-5 recce parties that I have sent in various places, I expected some casualty will be there because small arms fire was coming. So I was told that, sir, our sapper Nasib Singh has died and also 2-3 injured. So one of the section commander, platoon has got sections, 4 sections, I had 4 sections. So one Babro Patel, I did not have to order him before that. Sir, I will go and try to rescue them. That time some sporadic firing is going on. He went there with the great danger to his life. Of course, the
Of
fire,
course,
this
yes.
fire was going. He retrieved those wounded and also
The body of
Separate
the
six.
body of the
Six
martyr.
body.
Okay.
Just in this connection, I want to tell this. Baburao Patil was my session commander, Naik Baburao Patil. I informed my company commander, Mr. Vijay. He, in fact, I didn't know that he has done a heroic act.
Okay.
In the midst of fire, he has retrieved the bodies and also
Body
brought
and
back.
and
Unfortunately, he
wounded.
was dead.
But
He kept accosting me, but I said, I don't know. And also, there's no time. I'm busy. I missed the fire. So later on, based on my narration, he gave us citations. He was later awarded Sena Medal.
Oh, that's great. I mean, there are so many sacrifices and so many braveries. So that said, the Bangladesh war was over. There was Victory Day, there was surrender, mass surrender. I mean, the record number, as you said, of 93,000.
Yeah, 93,000 troops on incident.
Hmm.
So after this operation of the peace constructions and our support Nasib Singh, in the meanwhile, before the bridging equipment come, with whatever materials I had, and also with the dismantled and blown up bridges equipments, we managed to put up an improvised bridge with the local materials.
Okay.
So before the bridge came, and Colonel of Kasich Sadhu gave us a
Sir, my-
big loud thanks, and he started crossing his tanks.
Before your actual material came, you managed to
Managed to
get the
put up
material
a-
of our enemy and could make a makeshift one so that you don't lose time.
Yeah.
Okay.
After few hours, I got an order. You are now no longer under Command 7 Punjab. You
Okay.
come back. You have to go to another sector. So I was withdrawn from there and went to a place where some raft construction was going on.
Okay.
I was told by my second in command, Colonel Janakarajan, at that time. He said, Saha, you have to go across, and there are so many foot tracks are there. You have to develop those foot tracks into trackable tracks,
Okay.
through which the trucks can go. That raft was made. It was a class 40 raft. Class 40 means our tanks also can be.
Tanks also can be moved.
there. So with that was only a small portion of the force. But rest other brigades, what they are doing, we don't know.
No,
We are
okay.
concerned with
So
all.
all things-
So I went across, then started constructing. And also he said, as you develop the track, you also put the sign marking. So
Okay.
that I took on myself along with a few surveyors and all. We were constructing. The next day it was being carried on, the track construction. Major Samsuddin of Pakistan Army, who has shifted to our side.
Okay.
So he knew me from Mukti Bahini campsite.
Okay.
He came to Vijay, Manik, what are you doing? I said, sir, you do not know. They have surrendered. It was 14th of
Okay.
April.
So war was over actually.
The war is over. You are still carrying on. I said, sir, but my company commander has not told me. You better try to get in touch with him.
Oh.
So I rang up Major Pitre. He told me, sir, yes, it is over. Now you can come back.
Okay.
Come back and proceed towards school now. That is what he told me.
Okay. Thanks. Okay.
It is over. So it is
it-
not yet over. As you have
Okay,
let me
fine, but-
narrate that incident further. As I was proceeding towards, after when we were just 6-7 kilometers short of Khulna, I saw some Pakistani soldiers, because their uniform was different.
Yeah,
They,
okay.
they when they came up, stopped my jeep and said, "Sam, udhar mat jaiye."
Achha, they said udhar mat jaiye.
I says, "Why you are saying this?" Yes, हम तो खबर मिला है, लेकिन वो पीछे वाला
उनको नहीं पता कि surrender हो गया है.
So
Okay,
you
okay.
might be fired upon.
Okay.
So in any case, I thanked him and went back. He says, "What, sir, we are
तो
just
उनको क्या
surrendered."
उनके साथ क्या किया?
नहीं उनके साथ तो they are I mean as per their command they will go. I went back
Okay, fine.
on different these things. So
As the present day, it used to take time maybe. तो सर war was over, you came back. तो उसके बाद भी आप जुड़े रहे इसके साथ?
yes, what happened immediately after the war was over on 14th and 15th, when they actually laid down their arms. 16th December was the ceremony.
This ceremony,
So everybody,
yeah.
these ceremonies.
Okay.
So everybody rushed there,
Okay.
and everybody means other. This is our division. Our brigade was not called. I am not very sure whether anyone from our brigade
Okay.
who was captured Jasod and Kurna was invited, but we are told to go back. We are told to go back, come back to Barakpur,
Okay.
and wait for special trains which will be taking us to western sector.
Okay.
Because war is over this side.
Achha,
on
it was
East
still
Pakistan
going
side.
on there. Okay.
That side,
Okay.
hostilities are still on. So we waited for the special trains, and in 3-4 days' time, 8-10 special trains moved from Barakpur railway station towards Punjab.
Okay.
And we landed up in Punjab, Malot, Batinda side. Must be right.
Okay. Okay. So there it was for about another 2 weeks, or 1 week or 2 weeks. Maybe
So
after
there,
the
no,
ceasefire was there.
by the time we reached there also hostilities have ceased. So,
Ceasefire
so
was
our
there. Okay.
presence was not required in a hurry.
Okay, fine. But that was a
took the
precautionary
presence.
measure.
But since we reached there, it was decided by the higher command that all along the Pakistan border, that was the western sector.
Western sector.
So you construct the pillboxes. So our regiment, was, in fact, only our regiment and with few infantry battalions, we started constructing the pillboxes. This was over in about 3-4 months' time. Then we had to come back to our KLP, not to Barakpur, that is Ramgarh and Ranchi.
Prisoners of war.
Yes. So brigades who have been tasked, they came. MES was told to construct the barracks for the POWs in a very secure environment with fences, concentrated coil. So they were housed in various camps. In our sector, in Ramgarh, Ranchi, camps were there.
Okay.
When we went there, we found there is already a camp there in our area, and our company, 97 Pill Company, of which I was the part as the platoon commander there, has taken over command. That is, was looking after that camp. There are about 700, 800 prisoners were there. I was the second in command of that. Meanwhile, I have been given my captaincy also from.
Oh, great. And you took them while.
Yeah. What happened then? After almost few months there, 4 months, there was a meeting between Indira Gandhi and Zulfikar between Simla.
That
you know,
Shimla agreement.
Shimla agreement.
Shimla agreement, yes.
That Simla agreement, after it was decided to repatriate them. In fact, the first priority will be those who are sick and those who have got compassionate cases. So those prisoners will be segregated in the first batch they will be going. And I was lucky enough to be given the charge of a special train in which about 400, 500 POWs were being transported from Ramgarh. My task was to come to Agra and hand over to another.
So where did this take place, this handing over? Was it in the Wagah border or in some other?
They passed through Wagah border, but my task was there
fine,
up to. In fact, in the train, I took that story also has to be told. Otherwise, how do I go in a special train with the POWs with only my company?
Shole wala scene hoga, sir.
Because all the bogies had 2 doors. One door was completely blocked, in another door with special barbed wire fencings, 2 sentries in each post. And we made the windows also with barbed wire. The train was placed, and we can do anything there. Even in the commodes also we put the barbed wire fence so that they cannot escape to that. And as an additional precautions, I went to each compartment when you are seated and told them, warned them, Dekho, you are now going. You will be free.
Going back, yes.
In case you try to escape, for one person escaping, will be shooting
Everyone, yes.
everyone,
Yes.
whosoever I come across. So don't ever try to. So that probably helped. And also I spoke to them nicely about their food habits, how was their stay in this thing. They're very happy. In fact, you'll be happy to know that one Pakistani soldier came to me and asked me, sir, we have heard about the Indian Army officers. He says, they're very good. Our army officers are only for earning money. And this is with Pakistani soldiers and Indian army officers will make him unbeatable.
Okay.
It is a big compliment he gave to us.
Yes, it's a big compliment. Yes. And we have also heard the way we treat the prisoners of war and the way Pakistan treats. There is a hell and heaven. difference. And we are proud of it, proud of our army officers, the arrangements and the way we... ये कौन सा एग्रीमेंट का वियना कन्वेंशन we follow as per the Geneva Convention. Okay, gupshup. Sir, you are a qualified ME in civil engineering from B College. So
B College and Roorkee.
And Roorkee. Yeah, sorry, ME from Roorkee and bachelor's from B College. So would you like to share some of your construction experience?
Yes, I thought my engineering degree and these things will go waste. Apart from the military engineering, I haven't been doing any civil engineering. Fortunately, I was fortunate enough to be posted to a border road organization, and that posting was in Andaman and Nicobar Island, and that too in the last island, that is the Great Nicobar Island. Great Nicobar Island. I was posted there, but I was still excited going by the ship and landing up there. It was very exciting, and I was fortunate enough there. I constructed hospitals, hospitals, schools, community halls, and constructed two roads, North South Road and East West Road, which was not there earlier. So during my back end of my these things, I got an opportunity to receive the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, who is the President of India, that Gyani Jal Singh. He came in Bikram.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
I was the officiating commander, task commander.
We have the photographs, we'll just share it. Okay, just show. Okay.
So Gyani Jal Singh I received, and since that island is mainly inhabited by the Faujis, army Jawans from Punjab, Bengal, and even from the south were offered money and says go and settle there, so that we have hold over it.
For strategic purpose.
Yes. Indonesia in Sumatra is only 120 kilometers from the last point, which is now Indira Point. For Indira Point also different stories there.
So, that story you want to hear, the story of Indira Point. How that Great Nicobar Island became Indira Point. So it was in 84, sir?
Yes, 1984.
Yeah, okay.
It was exactly, I remember, Indira Gandhi visited us on 21st February 1984.
Okay.
84. Prior to her, Gyani Jal Singh
visited.
Okay. So Indira Gandhi visited, but he did not come to our place. She was in the last point, that is the Pygmalion Point, earlier known as Pygmalion Point. She landed there, walked in the beach. She just came for a tourist purpose, and then from there only she went back.
Okay. But
so after few months after that, it was February.
October, 31st October, she was assassinated.
She was assassinated. After her assassinations, when I was again officiating task force commander, the local people of that place, that is ex-servicemen, mostly Punjabis, few Bengalis, and few from the south also, a big group came to my office and with a request. I said, sir, what is it about? He said, sir, our Pygmalion Point, we do not know what is Pygmalion Point, who was Mr. Pygmalion. But Indira Gandhi, after visiting this place, she got why not change the name? We have made a draft already. Can you make the draft in English? And so I was very happy to hear that. So I translated that and also polished it the way it will be liked by the Lieutenant Governor of Nicobar put there. So that, and they requested me, you also come. I said, no, I will not get involved in the political things. Let me do my job. Upload job. So they went in a ship, went to the capital, that is the Port Blair, and handed over that. And you'll be surprised, within 1 month, name was changed from Pygmalion Point to Indira Point. It is.
So you have been instrumental in this historical event, though your name might not be there officially, Lieutenant Governor.
Yeah.
Okay, so great thing, sir. So we're concluding the story from your part. As far if you have any queries, few questions we can take. We're already late because of our bad time management, but we can take few questions.
Yeah. Sir, when 93,000 prisoners of war were sent back to Pakistan, so what about prisoner of war of Indian Army, they were sent back to India or they were retained there?
No,
or-
there was no POW surrenders. Why will they take?
It was one-
East Pakistan, it was one-sided.
Karata, which was the biggest camp, Meerut, for POW?
POW, there were many camps are there. I was a very junior officer, so I knew only in and around me. Ramgarh and Ranchi camp, this
I think Meerut was also.
Meerut was also the camps. Yes.
Please, give me a big hand, please.
Very well spoken.
Sir, please.
You may. Very well.
He's,
If I may be allowed to say a few words, I would like to deeply compliment Colonel Manik Saha for the efforts they made. You know, the involvement of the engineer regiment, is there right through beginning of the operation, during the operation, and post operation. In brief, before the operation, they provide us water points. They make road tracks for us. They make bridges for us to have smooth sailing and go across. During operation, they are deeply involved in picking up mines and helping us plant mines. And after the operation, they are there to uproot the mines. And water supply, roads, tracks, their job is enormous. And they did a fantastic job. My heartiest compliments to them.
of 71 war from my regiment only, 102 Engineer Regiment. My regiment is one of the finest regiments in the Corps of Engineers, because it is here General Bhagat, that time Captain Bhagat in Second World War, was the first Indian officer to be awarded the Victoria Cross. That's why we call ourselves Victoria Regiment. So, to another officer, again a Bengali, Tamal Roy. Tamal Roy was a platoon commander like me during the war. He was tasked to breach a minefield. While breaching the minefield, he suddenly came across enemy small arms fire. He is ex-NDA and very smart officer from NDA. What he did, he took positions and divided his platoon into two groups. One group started giving covering fire, and with the other group, he went across the minefield and assaulted on the enemy. And few of them were killed and rest ran away from them. So for this heroic act, Lieutenant Tamal Rai was awarded Veer Chakra. He is now in USA. In fact, he was also chosen as one of the veteran to be joining this group, but he obviously couldn't come. Initially, he told me that he'll be coming, but he couldn't come. Obviously, they had no time to inform him that.
So, sir, okay. So, thank you so much.
Only was born there when it was East Pakistan. He came to India, subsequently joined Indian Army and took part in the war for changing your birthplace from East Pakistan to liberated Bangladesh. With the honor you received during the recent Vijay Diwas celebration. A big hands for him. और अंत में एक अंग्रेजी में शेर पेश कर रहा हूँ. अंग्रेजी में. All the service veterans are living example of living zindagi without fear, and now they are adding zindagi to years.
Yes, yes.